Hello dear Sinceres, my name is Cynthia Sincere and I'm an astrologer and holistic coach. I'll be making a video about the April predictions, astrological predictions for this month. Before we start, please make sure you subscribe to this channel, and at the end of the video, if you like the video, that you press like, and also feel free to comment below what you thought, and also feel free to, at the end of this video, go to my website and see the astrological offerings that I have waiting for you there, the astrological services that I offer, and the holistic coaching. Also, if you subscribe to my website, you will be getting some free gifts that are waiting for you. And so we start this month with a new moon in Aries that I already have talked about in the previous video, linked somewhere in here in the corner, and with the energies of pioneering, leadership, go-getting, boldness, the pursuit of our goals and dreams, and ownership of our wants and needs, and also our own desires. And Mercury is conjuncting the new moon, and so our thinking is very fast, goal-oriented. We feel very confident in the capacity to achieve what we want, focused, but we also can feel impatient, stressed, irritable, and lose our tempers much easier and become impulsive, rash in the way that we communicate with others. And for Aries Mercury, everything needs to be done yesterday. There's no time for tolerance or victimhood, or even wallow in sadness. And we'll also have Chiron here in conjunction, where we might experience some collective pain, but we might feel like getting on with things because it's in Aries, and even use that pain to fuel us towards new goals and objectives. We also have conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune that on one side brings strong energies of spirituality, of spiritual connection, of communication with the higher realms, more psychic and mediunic experiences. And we may even experience some kind of weird occurrences, visions, miracles, or synchronicities. We can even receive messages from our guides, angels. It's like we are somewhat closer to the divine. We can also explore the dream world or receive messages and premonitions from our dreams. And there's the opportunity for also collective expansion of consciousness in humanity. Whether we'll take that chance or not, that remains to be seen. And it's not always that the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction will bring good news, because Jupiter will expand any characteristics of the planet it touches. And so with Neptune, we are seeing a rise in oil prices. We may see even floods and heavy rain in some areas of the globe. And also because Neptune is connected to viruses, we may see an upsurge of new viruses or hear about new biological dangers. Neptune fogs our vision, and we can also become too idealistic, dreamy, with very little practical side, which is not so much the case. Because with the Venus, Saturn, Mars conjunction, and it kind of the Neptune side tends to make us look at things, and sometimes what we're looking is not accurate and actually more like a mirage. And then we're going to have Saturn-Mars conjunction from April 4 and to 6, which will bring two together with energies of military action and engagement in bellic aggression. It's like the soldier is meeting his general. Mars, the soldier, Saturn, the general. And because Saturn and Mars are also happening in Aquarius, there could be news of cyber attacks, which can be likely, and current war tensions might escalate. And these also will be having a very tense square with the lunar nodes, which kind of have to do with humanity's destiny. So the North Node is more about the destiny, and the South Node more about the ancestral tonality. And so things can actually escalate on a global scale because some karma might be associated with it. But also as a result, it can give more growth and direction, clarity of direction to humanity. And on the 5th of April, Venus will enter the sign of Pisces where it will be exalted. And Venus in Pisces brings energies of unconditional love, refined beauty, love for the arts and music, because it's also exalted. It can make us romantic dreamers, but it can also make us more sensitive and easily to be offended. We might be more vulnerable to external attitudes from others in what corresponds to our values and self-image or affections. And then on the 11th of April, Mercury will enter Taurus, and our focus and thinking will be more on resources, wealth, finances, abundance, a sense of security and stability. We can become more stubborn, but with a tremendous focus and determination to see and stick to things up until the end. Things like projects that we want to see through and we'll just finalize them. Then on April 12th, we will have the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction. It's possible that I may make a video about this. And this conjunction usually takes place approximately every 13 years because the Jupiter cycle is about 12. And we have right now 2 planets ruling the sign of Pisces together. And so this makes the Pisces influence quite prominent and relevant, bringing a wave of spirituality, of consciousness, of divine connection in the world to those who attune to it. We have seen people organizing these meditations to mitigate the effects of violence in the world and bring a wave of good energies of peace. And we've seen many air charities coming forth with humanitarian aid, and that might continue. However, that conjunction can also make us dreamers, so we can feel like dreaming of a brighter future with hope and optimism. And even we may have more oniric dreams and messages that at the same time, all of this, that we have all of this, we can be blindsided into an escapist mode. We can see an upsurge of use of alcohol, psychedelics, drugs, and even rely too much on law of attraction and forget to accompany it with a sense of pragmatism and taking action. And this conjunction also rules oil prices that we have seen escalating in price recently. Floods and rains may also occur and affect some areas of the globe more severely. And on the 15th of April, Mars will enter Pisces. And let's hope this may soften the warring energies that we are currently seeing, especially with Mars and Saturn conjunction. And Mars in Pisces is a bit more artistic, more oriented towards humanitarian causes and helping others. It can also bring higher sensitivity, and we may feel more sensitivity around this period, acting more emotional ways. But it can also make us a bit confused about which direction to take because Pisces is always that kind of foggy sign. On the 28th, Venus will conjunct Neptune in Pisces, and because Neptune is the higher octave of Venus, it's a bit like having the earthly love exalted in Pisces, appealing to this unconditional love. And with Neptune, it can really appeal to the divine, to the transcendent. And this is a good time to make meditation that can connect us to the higher spheres. On the 29th, Mercury will enter Gemini, making us search for information, perhaps alternative sources. We may want to learn new things, perhaps new crafts, new skills. And this Mercury will also be great to sell, to do commerce, because Mercury will be at home in Gemini. But Mercury will be turning retrograde sometime in that period when it enters Gemini and go back to Taurus in a few days, which will give us a chance to then revisit many of the decisions that we have made now in this Mercury in Taurus period that will happen soon, and reframe in terms of resources and security that we need. And on the 29th, we will have Pluto in Capricorn turning retrograde. And Pluto is connected with the government. So there may be some reflection on some decisions that have been made and a retry on implementing them, maybe with a new face or a new image or a new reframing. On the 30th of April, we will have the partial solar eclipse in Taurus, and in whichever house that will fall for you, it can actually have an impact from the next 6 to 18 months. That any eventful things that happen or actions you take can bring themes where you have to reevaluate, and you can have new beginnings. And all of this will be connected. On the 30th of April, we will have the partial solar eclipse in Taurus. And in whichever house that will fall for you, it can have an impact in terms of you seeing those effects from 6 to 18 months, with themes that bring you reevaluation, reframing in areas connected to resources, finances, values, self-esteem, wealth, security, possessions, food and nutrition, and to reconsider what really, really makes us happy. Because with this period coming, we are going to see a lot of changes in terms of how we use our resources, how we are being conscious of what we really need. We may feel like cutting off a lot of what we don't need and living a much simpler, modest way. And that is it. That is all I had to say for the April predictions for this month. And feel free to also check out your monthly predictions for your sign. Could be ascendant, moon, or sun, which I will be posting very soon after this video, and seeing what the April has in store for you. Until then, please remember to press like, subscribe, and to comment below about what you thought about these predictions. Also visit me at cynthiasincere.com for more information on the types of readings that I've offered and holistic coaching. I hope to see you next time. May the cosmos and the stars be with you.